Let's get this straight. Everyone has to work out their own salvation with the fear and trembling in the Lord. Philippians 2:12-13. God, Creator's work, which working in you to do His good pleasure. Creator God is the Father. Matthew 5:48. Father, Creator God, is in heaven, which is up. The only place besides my head, which I am already up, is in the sky, which is past the cosmos. I am not against you. My love for your soul is righteous, God's way. So, Truth Virus, I want to go through your video and see how much I can give you Bible interpretation, not mine. The Word has been purified 7 times. Psalms 12:6, which is silver and is bright. As far as your song goes, the truth does hurt. There is only 2 ways to interpret the Bible, the right way and the wrong way. Let it interpret itself. I like the way you say it is your interpretation. I am not offended. I just want you to see what I see. I'll spit it out. A metaphor, there we go, is a figure of speech that identifies one thing as being the same as some unrelated other thing. So what this word means is you are taking a cat and making it a dog. The heart is deceitful above all and wicked. Who can know it? Jeremiah 17:9. You say my heart could be Jesus. My heart cannot be Jesus. Revelations 3:20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him, and I will sup with him, and he with me. Jesus is a spirit. John 4:24. I do agree, God is love. 1 John 4:8. You say your heart is the chakawa, whatever. The chakawa is a lizard found primarily in an arid region, not in my body. So you are saying you have a lizard in your body. A lizard is also identified as a snake, or in a family thereof. The snake is subtle. Genesis 3:1. Subtle is deceiving. So in your body, you are saying you are deceiving. You say the heart is representing Jesus. Let's go back to the heart. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is wicked. How can Jesus be love and wicked? This is deceiving and confusing. 1 Corinthians 14:3. God is not the author of confusion. You say the Chekawa is in the mind and represents the kingdom of heaven. You are saying heaven is the lizard. You say the Chekawa is to communicate to God. John 4:24. They that worship him must worship him in the spirit and truth. So we must worship him in the lizard. You say we have to interpret from our own environment. Look at our own environment. It is full of sin. You say it explains, and you say it is right here. Well, I have 3 pages, and the time is 2 minutes into it. I will take a break and come back to another point. You say the bottom part of my body, growing area, is the fear of death. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. So yes, I do shit out food because I don't want to die with the food they give us to eat. You say hurt and kill. Well, they give us cancer, and it sometimes shows up down there. You say it represents hell. Well, I am going on with common sense on this one, and the Bible will say the same thing. I am not on fire down there. Revelations 21. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and great chain in his hand. So heaven is in your mind and hell is in your ass. And I do not mean any disrespect to you. You say it represents a planet, Saturn. However, I do see Saturn represents Satan, but not my ass. If you say I am cussing, it is my body parts, and this is the language we use today. Dung is shit and ass is bottom. Just so your corica, or whatever that word is your spine, I know this. They just changed the spelling. I am not putting you down. It is the doctrine that is deceiving. Back to Satan. Roman gods of agriculture, a symbol represents God's shekel. You say the powers that be want to put fear in our asses. I can see that. You say it is a frequency, meaning the number of occurrence of a repeating event per unit time. I agree they do not want us to know love or God, Creator. And I agree with the Saturn cube. You say Satan is in my ass. I hope not. Please get him out. LOL. These colors you show is the rainbow, Genesis 9:13. I set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Red can represent blood or being mad. The violet, purple, is royalty. I do agree what all of us to go to hell with them. Again, I do like you saying it is your insight. No, I'm not offended. This is good learning. You say this is astrology, meaning scholarship, aiming at the discovery of original religion. Religion is an occult, not the Creator God. It is a lifestyle. As far as scholarship, it is teaching. Have you not seen the schools of today? I know you have, and they are not teaching the children the 3 R's anymore. So why would you take someone who don't believe the Creator God and take their word? Jesus on the cross, yes, the Bible and Jesus is the Word. John 1:14. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Nowhere does it say the S-O-N and the S-U-N is the same. It does say people will worship the created, not the creator. Romans 1:25, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creator, the creature, more than the creator, etc. The sun creeps up through the sky. Astrology is in the Bible. It is for a sign. Jeremiah 10:2. Learn not the way of the heathen. I am not calling you names. The word is a meaning of the non-believer. In Deuteronomy 4:19, and lest thou lift up thy eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun, S-U-N, and the moon, and the stars, even all the host of heaven, should be driven to worship them and serve them, etc. They are not equal. The 12 disciples cannot be the zodiac. They are flesh and blood. John 20:27. Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hand. And reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believe. John 20:29. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet believe. I do not know what book you are using, but it is not the true word of the Creator God. Does your book have Matthew 18:11? For there are 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. You see, they take the spirit out of the NIV and the other books, but the KJV is basic instructions before leaving earth. It is the truth. I stake my life on it. You say you can interpret the Bible in many, many different ways, but there is only 2 ways, the right way and the wrong way. It puts confusion in. Your believing can make you to take you to heaven or hell. You say you feel like you did this before. It is reincarnation. Why would you want to do this again? Reincarnation. 2 Samuel 12:23. David lost his newborn to death. 23. But now he is dead. Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. This place, this place has tribulation. I don't want to come back. You say, look into all religions. This is more deceiving and confusing. 2 Corinthians 11:4. For if he hath come, preaches another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit, which ye have not received, nor another gospel, which ye have not yet accepted, ye might well bear with him. Please reconsider your doctrine. The real Jesus loves you. He gave his blood for your soul and his life. Jesus had to take all the sins on him to be the perfect sacrifice for us. 2 Corinthians 5:21. For he hath made him to be sin for us who knew no sin, that we might be saved the righteousness of God in him. This religion you speak of comes from the Tower of Babel, from Nimrod. It is Bible and history. Please remember John 20 and 27. Doubting Thomas. You say you can learn about your environment. Job 7 through 10. I will not read all, but 7. Ask the beast, and they shall teach you. 8. Speak to the earth, and it will teach you. 9. The Lord has wrought this. 10. Whose hand is in the soul of every living being, etc. You may have to decode the Bible. It has its own dictionary, so it will give you the meaning in itself. There is no secret in it. We have been through Jesus being the Son. So my question is, when Peter asked Jesus if he could come out to him in Matthew 14:26 through 32, where is Peter in your picture? I did not see him. I am asking you to show me things that don't add up with what you say. And the KJV 16:11. You say we create our own environment, and creation is in the heart. I refer you back to Romans 1:23, and will add Exodus 20:4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or in the earth, etc. This is the commandment. I do agree about the Creator, but it is your doctrine that is leaning you the wrong and others. I do agree about the television. I like the way you said that. It leads people astray, and every soul you lead astray, you will be liable for. Ezekiel 3:18 through 21. Ezekiel 3:18 through 21. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, that his blood will I require at thy hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, that thou hast delivered thy soul. Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and committed iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, and he die, because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sins, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man, that the righteous man sin not, and he doeth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul. I think I, or the Creator God, has said what needs to be said. It is all up to you. It is endangering of hellfire. I am telling you of this so you can look into it yourself and see what book you are reading. I am saying this out of love to one body to another. Please consider this. Your life depends on it. I put my life on it. To you and others, you do not offend me, but consider what you are doing. It is not the good news. You have more on your video, but I will quit. I think it is enough to get you to see the deceiving way it is. Thank you, and hope you live life to the fullest. The heart has 4 bowels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. 10 commandments, 10 fingers, 10 toes. 2 feet, 2 hands, 2 tablets. 2 lungs, 2 testaments. You are the temple of God, 1 Corinthians 3:16. You are made like the Word, not like the creation.